to enjoy. Who knew Jetheric was a disciple of murder? Just remember, make it smart. Into the desert crowd.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
The Honor God, destroy the guard. I will subdue their master together.
This will do nicely.
For my prince's honor!
No time to waste. 2 steps at a time.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. Rather them than potential future allies, like you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power. He refused. And so she sealed him within this prison. His honor guard, ever loyal, followed him in. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside. and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. I do not have the privilege of knowing the answer, but the consequences are clear enough. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished.
Interesting.
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an Illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not? You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Well, so
You can... You're mine now. Hold out your hand. Was it something... Perhaps you... Look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
This character does not wish to consume tadpoles.
And these things have stayed interesting. It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
Let's go to Baldur's Gate, you!
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
We have no longer.
The city is close now. Followers of Lady Shah will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yenna! My cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. That means you don't come back. My mum is coming back, though. She's looking for me. If you see her, tell her Yenna's looking for her. It's really scary when you're alone without your mum.
There is so much wrong with that name.
I've been seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
No, little one. But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Nowhere else to go, you heartless sod.
That's not my problem.
What do you get out of this? Hmm? Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it?
The child was
Everyone
poking,
deserves the
prodding
chance
them
to
while they were trying to work.
I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
Kick them all out.
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes. How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is. We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No light.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Forgive me. I must have misspoken. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Approach, ugly one. Yes, behold, Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable.
they did not follow our rules. So, I will allow it if you sit in your room.
Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, Pewt.
Let's get on with it.
Look at me.
Prizes found only in the most exotic of blades.
Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. And Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. Interrupting a massacre? Merkel, help me! These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage. But these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling. Oh, that's it. They'd love to be our skellies.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Good puns. Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up. A round of applause for the stalwart heart! Now, I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique. Tell me, what makes you special? Oh my, so big and scary. You could give a kitty cat a run for its money. But alas, that's not it. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute.
You sense something behind you. Instinct takes over.
Figure this shit's gonna happen.
So eager to bleed. Is this part of the show? Praise the Absolute.
You know, good thing we came here.
This way.
Here comes the punchline.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Not again. It's like 200 fucking years ago.
You've made a grave mistake.
Got to focus. Heading there.
Becomes you.
Rebels! No!
Fleet of foot.
out.
Coming to this plane was a mistake. Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. As much as I love a good murder, my customers don't. The real Dribbles charms animals and makes puns. Awful puns. Not this. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? That's the spirit, darling. And remember, good luck, and thanks ever so much.
Something over there.
You didn't even fight back. I tried.
You fight good. Doppelganger, not so good.
You have red caps working in your circus?
What in the hells was that? An earthquake, maybe. I don't remember one ever shaking the city.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you?
Okay.
Wonderful. But patience is a virtue. I provide a personalized service for my customer. Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? Killing holds no fear for you, does it? You understand what it takes and what it gives. One more question, if you'll humour me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? There's a killer inside you, isn't there? It wouldn't take much to push you over the edge.
Another fucking doppelganger.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. Oh, you could kill him. Let him close and make him feel the tickle of your blade between his ribs. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Ah, yeah. You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. Now you're acting innocent, are you? I'm gonna knock that smirk right off your face. You know what? Not worth it. Go on, take your thuggery elsewhere.
It lasts us the journey.
What do you want now? And go down to the bloody shop.
Do this right. Run for the damn hills.
We'll find a way. You have my word.
Actually, the patrons know that the...
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp. Hi! Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? Yep, that's me. Oh, all right. Yes. I just got to find a way to bother him. Without actually bothering him. He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's in the zone, see? Is there anything else I can do for you? Oh, yay!
sorry for a flock of pigeons. Awake and alert.
People will help. You'll see.
You want to let those thugs get away with it?
There's nowhere else to go.
Still means death. Reign of passion, deeper conspiracy. There must be something wild. You saw a picture with no hot water. You wouldn't last a day out there.
It's run or sit on my ass praying. And the gods don't give a damn about
What's next?
Work for the guild. Give them a piece of your mind and pieces of your body will be washing up in Grey Harbour tomorrow.
Jeez, in the name of the crying one, have still lady murdered, still unsolved. City watch under scrutiny.
Where am I needed?
Everything you read in a book. Mummy.
My son.
You'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Keep it well over the one. You've got enough now.
Packed bags for
Let's
myself
get going.
and the kids. Ready by the door. You should do the same.
Stillman is dead.
Front page material.
This does not bode well.
That'll make a great headline.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
My good lady, I am Will Ravengard. I will not pay to enter my own city.
Ravengard? Ugh, more like the ghastliest tiefling south of Neverwinter. No refugees. It is decreed. Then you don't need to be in the city. Next!
Clear from arm. There's nowhere else to go. Please.
Orders. No refugees. It is decreed. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Your name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stares. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your head!
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real...
I'm starting to remember that Worm's Crossing has a bit of a reputation.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Because there's nothing to tell. She died when I was born. As a boy, my bond with Father was too deep to miss the mother I never had. Now, well, I'd be lying if I said I'd never thought about my mother. What life would have been like if she'd lived. Maybe I'd be living in the city. Maybe I'd never have been forced into this cursed pact. But there's no use lingering on maybes. My mind is on the stories of today and tomorrow. not those of yesterday.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
What's to tell? I was sired by a vampire named Cazador. Everything before that is so long ago it's ancient history. And everything that came after, well, I'd rather not reflect on it. Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. I know. Subtle, isn't it? Mephistopheles is one of the Lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on this course, who can say? All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around Cazador's ritual. And I can only do that in Baldur's Gate. Well, hello. What can I do for you? We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it. I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over. I am not. I just don't want to lose my God's given good looks, really. Wouldn't that be a crime? I'm really not sure.
As you pick apart and complete a year of horror, then the release. He will never disobey again.
Damn it. All right.
Hell yes.
pulses from within. The parasite that wants to share itself with you.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of Shadal,
I'd probably break good.
Six of the sea. Try the catch of the day.
There's some vermin I need squashed.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
we'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
Nothing fishy but my prices. Get your seafood here.
Brothel, pleasure house, den,
Let's go.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
But I do. Which means we're getting a real room. We can get in those
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you.
Imagine seeing your watch power up for the first time. Oh, my heart flutters at the thought.
Do you not like that?
I'd love to see one of them in a fight.
Good. Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
Prices. You won't find more flavorful.
Told me the armor was involved.
We can get in Worm's Crossing.
I got it.
Nothing fishy but my prices. Get your seafood here.
The flop house. It has plenty of spare beds.
Great. We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers.
Such a prude. Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is
Sizes, prices!
No, he merely offered patronage.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through.
Not close to Duke Ulder Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it. Special occasion. Worms Rock is closed. Invited guests only.
Gaining access will not be easy. We must either earn an invitation or find a route where we can pass unnoticed.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Bodyguards does the man need? Get on then. Last door on the right. Lower the gates. Special permission.
All right, what now?
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Invitation from Gortash. We
Please
shouldn't
make
have
your
any
way
more
to
trouble
the
from the
audience
guards.
chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way.
To Gortash!
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. Correct your tone, citizen.
Dearest Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, but a moment. The Blade of Frontiers graces our halls, and he's wearing his devilish best.
My father. He's here.
My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together, we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
An ally could be useful, at least for now. And when he's no longer useful, well, we can dispose of him then.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A shapeshifter? It could be anyone. I mean, it's not me, but it could be anyone else.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived.
Going outside? Okay.
First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we, will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Our tyranny, and we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect.
Yeah, only because you know.
Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Poor thing. You've had a tough go. And you don't know the half of it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Torril's path around. We'll have answers soon enough. Mazora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Oh, nice. Why must you make everything such a bother?
Hells, not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
By order of Lord Baldur, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing immersion.
Horrible those fellas are.
Will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You're having a chuffy laugh!
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here. We've got almost nothing left. And you want to take that from us?
I've had enough. I've got a good mind to...
Problem, citizen?
Forget I said anything. All right.
A gallows? This is for amateurs. That's what I was taught in the grotto. Do you know how badly those things can go wrong?
Only Lord
I'd rather not think.
protect us from the world ending atrocity of
You could strangle them by accident, use too much rope and break off their legs.
I'm so tired. I wonder if my old tools are still... They could be of use to me.
Are those pickled trotters ready yet?
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. It's been slim picking since the Absolute butchered that supply convoy. But have a look. Fill your boots, mate.
A reminder that this isn't the Blushing Mermaid. Any roughhousing and you're out.
Oh, you try and get fresh tomatoes in the city under siege.
No time for playing with cats, especially
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Both of us.
Wasting my time.
Still on my feet. All right. Here we go again.
Let's finish this. Onward.
That's pretty. Who's that? The rainbow monster?
On the victor's path.
Nice. What's that one? Really? Nice.
You're getting close. The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in.
I don't.
The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks.
Do not do the whole tantrum thing. I do not like that tantrum thing, and you know that. Okay? I get that, but I don't like that tantrum thing. And at the moment, I don't know where my keys are, and I don't want to look for it right now.
On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
What's that?
needed. Silence is golden.
Ready or not.
Wits and blades, always sharp. Unseen. Perfect.
What to do?
Quietly now.
No one back home will ever believe this.
It seems your report was good, Wargaz. Here you are, as brazen as described. The gloomed soul who thieved from our queen. Of course you had help, didn't you? From the illithid you carry inside the astral prism. How quaint that we should meet here, in the very place that it once called home. We know all about the Emperor and its dealings with you. Though I must confess, its peculiar relationship with you threw us off course for a while. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude? And you would trust an illithid to do such a thing? I thought you said this one was smart, Wargaz. You have fallen prey to its manipulation. Your story ends here. We will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the illithid interloper, and restore it to our queen. Death will be yours, and yours alone. Failed to kill you. I will make the same mistake.
To the death.
A subtle approach.
dull.
Guessing it's seltzer water.
Time for a new approach.
Yep, I'm gonna call it here for a day. Have a good one, folks.